Look at this little fella. Hello, little one. This is interesting. This is called the Mother of the Church. Ah, I see something that reminds me of my high school years. Look at these. How interesting. And look at it. Its head moves. Look at Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blast from the Past Thrifting. Today, we're going to be going to the Midtown Vintage Market where we know we're going to find ourselves a great deal. So please come on in. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find in this booth. Wow, look at these little figures. There's quite a lot of interesting things. Some masks, some art of a matador, some vintage picture frames. This is some Little Rock art. And oh my goodness, what do we have here? This is a vintage Murano Italian blue vase. It's saying it's sold as is, so it must have some kind of damage on it. Look at that. Let's look down inside there. Is that not gorgeous? I'm afraid to I see, right here. So how can they say that that's Murano glass if it's got a piece of the coloring missing? I don't understand that, because it should be all the way through the glass. Look at this pair of sconces. These are really ornate. Metal and a stone that feels like marble. It's very cold. Feels like brass legs. They're asking $1,200 for the pair. They don't have a date on them or anything. I looked. But aren't those awesome? Wow. What year do you think this is, guys? Does anybody know this style? Give me a comment. Look at these. How interesting. And look at it. Its head moves. And there's one that's laying down. The paint is really beautiful. I can't read the tag except it's $42, but the paint is really beautiful on those. If anybody knows anything about those, shoot me a text there or a comment so I can learn a little bit more about those. Wow, this is really cool. $75. I wonder what the marking is on it. I don't really want to flip it over since it's got all those flowers in it. Okay, these are beautiful. Potter's Corner. They are really pretty. 18 each. Here's some little pink berry depression glass. Love that color. Anybody collect depression glass anymore? Oh, wow. They say this is a Satsuma piece. Look at the colors in that. Gorgeous. $90. And this is an antique hair receiver. Look at the painting on that. So you would put your hair in there. You could make different art with that. Some people did samplers with their hair, threaded them, dyed them. A lot of cool things here. A little cheese dish. Look at this little fella. Hello, little one. Oh, I don't see the tag on him. I was very curious of how old he was. And he's got the little bandana on like he's a working dog. There's another one right here. This one, it just says vintage dog plush, $59. Look at his face. So sweet. Some little Disney characters. Oh, who is this? The Big Bang Theory. It's a bobblehead. Hello. And this is Hillary Clinton. They have a quite an eclectic. I love looking at the art. And this one is the parade of the Grand Army of the Republic. I'm going to try to see if I can get it where you can't, where the glare is not. See if I can. There we go. You can zoom in on that. $249, made in 1892. Marilyn Monroe and beautiful artist signed. These are from uh, with the New Orleans theme. It says it's an artist out of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I love those, and they're quite collectible. We have a store here, not a store, a restaurant here that has a lot of them on the wall. It's called the Faded Rose. Look at this grandfather clock. What this is? This looks like enamel, or see what it's saying. It's it's just some kind of chest. It does have a marking on the top. Let's see. It says New York Dentist New Supply Company, the Dentist Supply Company of New York. Okay, let's check this out. Hey, do you think this would be like dentist things? I don't see any things in there now, but the box is really cool. Ah, I see something that reminds me of my high school years. String art. Do you remember doing this? Did you do this? You had the wood, you hammered in the nails, you put a pattern on it, and then you took the embroidery string and you patterned it. We learned how to do that kind of stuff in high school in art class. I don't know. Did you guys learn that? Really, some cool designs came out of our classes. Of course, teenagers have weird thought patterns, so you never know what you're going to get. What is this little guy? This is a little Boyd's bear. Yeah, little Boyd's bear. Here's some sketches or some. Let's see what we got here. This is done by a local artist, Merle Johnson, in 1990. This is Scarlet from Gone with the Wind. Those are cool. This is interesting. This is called the Mother of the Church. I've never seen one before. Her hand is broken. But it's really very cool. The face is so realistic. And they identify that the hand is broken and they're only asking $12.95. Okay, everybody, I have hit the motherlode for thimbles. Where are my thimble collectors? We've got advertising, entertainment, flowers. I believe that one with the little crest on it is German. Presidents, windmills, politics. Wow, they just have everything. And they're $4 each. Well, if you're a collector, I think that's a good deal. I really love this booth. She has all the jewelry. Look at some of the cool things that she has. And most of her items are just $2.95. Look at that little pendant, little teardrop. I just am fascinated with all of the color. And sometimes you actually can stumble onto something that is not costume and they just didn't catch it. I've seen that a lot on the Antiques Roadshow too. People, look at the little flamingos. Lots of rhinestoney things. Look at that little, is that a daisy? What is that? Ah, no, just another, ooh, vinegar and oil. Hand blown. I love that blue. That's really cool. Wonder what else we can get into here. Oh, that's all, folks. Remember that from my childhood. Ooh, this picture. Who is that guy? Can you see him? Here, can you see him? She's got tons of clip earrings, all kinds of designs. Looks very 80s. All colors. But this is just what's amazing is all of these. And look, the prices are just $2.95. $2.95 for the most part. Everything is $2.95. This is kind of heavy. Little jinglies, just cool stuff. Check this out. I found a book, the Book of American Music Celebrations Festival, photographs by Jim Marshall. And it's pretty tattered, but it has some amazing photographs in it. Look at these. There's people who've gone to festivals, people who've performed in festivals, just a lot of instant photography. Look at I don't know, that's Howlin' Wolf. Who's this one? They're been pulled out, not all in order. Wonder if this is Woodstock. Wow. Yeah, look at all the mud. I would say that's Woodstock. Yeah. This one is from a festival in Memphis. Wow. Who was that? Janis Joplin. Look at that great photo. Yeah. Very cool. In poor condition, but just really full of history. Look at this, the Monterey Jazz Festival, dressed to the nines. And this one here, look at the dress. Look at these glasses. Oh, this is more Woodstock. Oh my goodness, Sly Stone. These are really cool. You could frame these, and I'm sure that's what they've done. Wow. Yeah, really cool book. If you're really wanting to do some decorating, this would be the book. $40. First edition, 1970. Blast from the past. Look at all the action figures. Who do we have here? We have a hockey player. That's the Falcon Titan hero. Frozen here. And a penguin. Who's this? Some Tonka guy. Another Frozen. These are Transformers. Let's see, we got some farm animals. Wow, look at that really big one in the back. That's a wildebeest.